Hey guys, so today we are going to make perfect corn tortillas that have no salt and no oil. So this recipe has one ingredient, and that is masa. Masa is corn flour treated with lime. You're going to use 1 cup of the corn flour and then 3/4 cup of water. And then you're going to start kneading your dough all together. You can use a spoon, or I like to use my hands, of course. And if you do find your dough is a little dry, just start adding a tablespoon at a time of more water. Once your dough has formed one huge ball, you are going to divide it into 8 little sections. I find 8 is the perfect amount. It makes like a perfect store-bought corn tortilla size. Of course, if you use less, if you want to make like a huge wrap, or smaller if you're making like little street tacos. So I'm just going to prepare all of the 8 divided pieces of dough, place them back in a bowl with a warm towel, and let them rest on the counter for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then when I'm ready to start rolling them out and cooking them, I just placed a piece of saran wrap and sandwiched it down on top of another piece of saran wrap. And I'm just using a water bottle, but of course use a rolling pin, and you're just going to start rolling into somewhat of the shape of a circle. And if you don't have anything to like cookie cutter into a circle, you can see how I'm doing it here. You just kind of roll it out, and then you roll up the cracked edges, and you go around and then flip it and then roll it out, and it should somewhat resemble a circle. If it doesn't, it's okay. I kind of like it when it's a little odd shaped. Gives the taco a little character. The thickness of this has to be perfect, because if it's too thick, it's not gonna cook correctly, and if it's too thin, it's just gonna crack. So here you can see how thin I have it. And then I will show you also how to make a perfect circle tortilla, especially if you're making these for guests. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just rolling out the dough a little bit bigger, nice and flat. And here's another good image of how thin you're going to want it. You can kind of see it's kind of transparent. You can see my fingers through the other side. So you're going to find something circle shaped. So I'm using a blender, and you're just going to press the dough to make a perfect circle. Now the dough in the middle is a little thicker than the outside, so I'm just going to sandwich it between 2 pieces of saran wrap again, and just kind of press it out a little bit just to make sure it's nice and thin. So as you do this, I'm just placing the tortillas in between saran wrap on a plate until you are ready to cook them. So now here is the most important part. You're going to put your pan on medium to high heat, and you're going to place the tortilla right in the middle. Of course, you can do more than one if you have a big pan, but you're going to count, it's 50 seconds. So put a timer or count out loud to 50 seconds, no more, no less, and then you will flip. And then you should be able to tap your tortilla, and it should not stick to the pan. I forgot to mention I did not grease my pan, just use a nice non-stick skillet. And as you can see, the tortilla turned white, and that means you cooked it perfectly. So just flip it off, and here it is all done. And once you have let it cool, you should be able to roll your tortilla, bend it, and it should not crack at all. If it does, it means you cooked it for too long. So how perfect do these look? You will never buy store-bought corn tortillas ever again. You know, these have no oils, no salt, no preservatives, no chemicals. Now all that's left to do is to fill them. We're going to use some Gardein beefless ground crumbles, and I'm going to use a packet of taco seasoning. Try to find an organic taco seasoning, or at least one that has no chemicals or preservatives or dyes in it. So we just added a packet of the taco seasoning, some water, and then I made a little pico de gallo, that's onion, tomato, and cilantro with a little lime juice. And then I made some refried beans. Make sure that your refried beans are vegetarian. A lot of refried beans use lard as the fat in them. So I'm just topping them. So I have the ground crumbles, beans, picos, of course avocado, and a little lettuce. And there you go. Perfect filling for your perfect corn tortillas. Now Jace's dad made double-decker tacos, so he has the hard shell tacos, and he filled them with the ground beef, pico, and then he's putting the beans on the soft taco, and then he's just gonna stack it up. Of course, add some avocado and a little lettuce, and there he goes. Don't those look fabulous? I had a bite of these and they were delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed these. I hope you guys try these. And if you guys want to see more recipe videos, make sure to give a like and a thumbs up. And make sure to comment and keep spreading the vegan message. And have a wonderful day.